I don't know if I should talk about this in this video. Okay, so let's talk about it. Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am your host and you're watching The Feminine Aspect. My name is Crystal, by the way. Lovely seeing you here. This channel is centered around women applying logic and wise decision making while navigating the patriarchy to create ideal outcomes in all areas of their lives. We're not looking to dismantle the patriarchy. We're just looking to make good choices today that will have long-lasting positive downstream effects. If you're looking to navigate the patriarchy, I'm here to help, so join the community. So let's talk about how we can remain confident, pretty, sexy, hot, unbothered, a truly embodied woman, right? How do we become that girl, that woman, the it girl? We're gonna be talking about it today, so stay tuned. So what is an embodied woman? To me, an embodied woman is truly unshakable. She is affected by no one. She's a pillar of feminine strength, and she is not leading with her emotions. Unshakable, incredibly sexy, alluring, a beautiful woman, not in terms of physical beauty, but spirit, right? Because most importantly, she's aware of her power and the fact that she is the source. And because of that truth that's within her, she's able to operate in a better way. The first step in becoming a more embodied, confident, sexy woman is to integrate your shadow self and your higher self, or your ego, right? So this is the only path to true self-acceptance. The shadow self, in short, is represents the part of yourself that has been minimized, or you've been told or conditioned by society or your upbringing to make smaller or do away with. Whatever characteristics they are, it's different for everyone, so I don't want to generalize, but your shadow self is that part of yourself that you definitely need to call upon when it's time for you to advocate for yourself, when it's time for you to be strong in a sense. So yeah, you have to get reacquainted with that part of yourself and integrate it into your personality, because if you're operating out of your higher self too much, or you're light feminine, almost lack the sharpness of your knife, right? So I can go into that in a different video, but for the sake of this video, let's just talk about integrating those two parts of yourself. This will bring about authentic energy, right? You will have genuine self-love and sex appeal as well, because you're just alluring to everyone. You're magnetic, you're authentic, and you're not being fake. Bringing the two together is really a beautiful harmony of your true self, and that knowledge of self is what makes you confident and hot and sexy. Second way to become more sexy and embodied is to master the art of emotional detachment or emotional blunting. I made an entire video about this topic, so please go view it and check it out. It's super helpful. I rewatched it the other day and I basically relearned something for myself. I know it will be helpful for you, especially if you are someone who struggles with CPTSD, you're a recovering people pleaser, or you're the truth teller in your narcissistic family system, you were assigned the scapegoat role, or if you're a highly sensitive person or just empathetic by nature. It's integral to your growth and your sanity, really, to master the art of emotional detachment. Emotional detachment, it can be achieved through practicing emotional intelligence, responding as opposed to reacting to things, viewing others as fully capable, for example, and divesting from the outcomes of others. So yeah, super important. Learn how to emotionally detach, because when something is not serving you, your biggest power is to just withdraw your energy and walk away. That's like the ultimate power move. So learn how to do that and learn how to not feel guilty when you're doing it as well. And you can learn how to do that by watching the video I made on it. The third way to become hot and unbothered and juicy and confident is to put yourself first. Lean into your self-serving nature. That kind of has to do with the shadow work I talked about earlier. Abandon the people-pleasing tendencies. It's probably one of the major things that's holding you back in all areas of your life, is being a people pleaser and feeling guilty for advocating for yourself. So please let that go. Also, another thing to let go of, the expectation to make everyone happy. One major thing I've learned in this life is you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well just do things that make you happy, because it doesn't matter what you do. People are going to find fault with everything. The fourth way to be more confident, especially, is to excel. Set a goal and accomplish your goal. Know that you're supposed to love and accept yourself where you are, but for some people, you need that external validation. You need that certification. You need that new job. You need that degree. Accomplishing the goals that you set for yourself will be proof that you're as amazing as you think you are. So instead of just telling yourself that you're amazing, because you are amazing, although that is true, you do have intrinsic value as a human being, especially a woman. You know, sometimes you need a little more than that. You need to actually accomplish some things, challenge yourself, step outside of your comfort zone, right? So this will naturally make you more confident. If you're more educated, if you are making the money you deserve to make, if you work hard, I mean, the corporate ladder, you're climbing up in socioeconomic status, that comes with confidence. You're going to naturally feel that, and you won't have to work as hard to feel that confidence. This is probably my favorite thing to talk about, but my fifth tip on becoming that girl is to invest in your appearance. If you've been here long enough, you know that I'm definitely team get the Juvederm, get the Botox, right? Like if there is something about your appearance that you can fix, please fix it. And if it's something you can't fix, accept it wholeheartedly that is what it is, and rock it, you know? Most people are superficial, and how you dress matters. People will treat you differently depending on how you're dressed and how well you groom yourself. Also, in regards to your physical appearance, the less insecurities you have is the more confident and embodied you will be, especially if this is something that you can fix, right? So if you want to get your teeth whitened, you want to just go to the med spa, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get your teeth whitened, your teeth straightened, these are things you're self-conscious about, just go take care of that. Invest in your appearance. You deserve it. Sixth way to become more embodied, more confident, more sexy. Be a mirror. Give people exactly what it is that they give you, right? So don't be the bigger person. It doesn't make sense to play by rules that other people are not playing by. I don't know if I should talk about this in this video. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, this whole being the bigger person thing. I think that certain people have taken it too seriously, too literally, and have become doormats, have become people who tolerate disrespect and suffering because they've been conditioned, usually by religion and culture, that there is some sort of reward or mansion waiting for you in the sky if you become the most meek, humble, doormat-like person. And I mean, you can believe what you want to believe, right? But even if you believe that there is some reward waiting for you in the afterlife for being a person that just doesn't advocate for themselves, please just operate like that's not true. Even if you want to believe it, operate like you don't believe it. What you believe and what your belief systems are don't represent the belief systems of other people. And even if they do, people subscribe to religions all the time, but that doesn't mean that they're letting it control them to the point where they are not advocating for themselves properly and they're tolerating things that they shouldn't be tolerating. Here are some tips on being a mirror to someone, Be a mirror, especially for women. I'm talking to women right now. Be a mirror as long as it won't harm you or put you in danger or harm your reputation. Your other option is to ignore. You can ignore whatever it is that's being done to you. You don't give your energy to it, or you can distance yourself from the person. Those are your options, but stop living your life as if there's some reward for not seeking justice or tolerating mistreatment or unfairness or inequality. You do not have to tolerate being bullied. You don't have to suppress your desires to uphold the desires of others, because the majority of people are not subscribing to that. So in order for you to get ahead, or at least be the most mediocre version of yourself, you cannot be the bigger person all the time. There are times that you can be the bigger person if it's advantageous to you. I think it'll be very obvious in those instances where you should actually be the bigger person. But most of the time, be a mirror. You were not put on this earth to suffer. I know I wasn't, so I would hope the same for you, or I would hope that you really believe that in your core, at your core. Yeah. That concludes my video. Thank you for watching, and hopefully through these tips, you'll be able to be the most confident, sexy version of yourself. And I wish you the best of luck with all of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.